Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 11 of Funs with Hans. Before we kick in with anything, I just want to point out to the merch shop. In case you're interested, there's a whole bunch of new things in the merch shop. The link will be in the video description. I will show you some of the things that I've ordered. I've ordered a whole bunch of things. Some of them got here, some of they did not. Here's a couple of things that unfortunately still didn't arrive. A whole bunch of these hoodies and shirts that I've ordered. Was hoping to have them up and ready for TwitchCon, but unless they arrive tomorrow, and they're supposed to arrive between tomorrow and 2 days, there's a good chance I'm not gonna have them, but they look absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to get my hands on them. And here's a couple of things that actually did arrive. This unique special mug that's it's subject to temperature. On the left side you can see it with a hot cocoa inside when the temperature is really hot, and on the right you can see it when it starts to get cold and it starts going darker, and it's like the curtain is falling down and eventually everything is completely black, and it's super cool. um you have mugs, you have pillows, you have a whole bunch of shirts, red shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, pillows, whole bunch of more things are gonna go in there. Mrs. Citadel worked on some things, I worked on some things, and we're gonna be working on a lot more things. In case you're interested, go check it out. A lot of things actually look awesome, and I'm using like some of these things, and I can't wait to get the rest. Um, it's been actually a while since I've done a proper Funs with Hunts episode, and in case you're wondering why, we've been in the process of moving. Pretty much everything went wrong. Nothing went according to plan. And also, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear that, but yeah, okay. Pretty silent, I hope. Um, we have some laundry being done because we're preparing. Anyway, I'm doing this on 8th of April, which is Monday evening. And when I'm saying evening, it's almost midnight after the stream, because I simply don't have the time to do it tomorrow or the Wednesday. Because tomorrow morning we have to dismantle a whole bunch of things and move them around the apartment, and then after that start getting ready, and then I have to do the stream, one last stream before I go, and then in the evening I have to dismantle the PC and everything, and then this whole room has to get cleared out, and then we are probably not even going to sleep from Tuesday to Wednesday in this apartment. I'm gonna go to my parents, and then Wednesday morning, do final checkups, preparations, and everything, and then we are off to Berlin TwitchCon. So the day when you're watching this is Wednesday, or at least it should be if everything goes to plan, and that means that I probably publish this video around noon, maybe sooner, and we are probably about to go to the airfield, and then we're going to Berlin. The TwitchCon is this weekend, which is Saturday and Sunday. I think there's actually something even starts on Friday, but I'm not exactly sure. But we're going a couple of days early to actually see Berlin. I've been wanting to see it for a very long time, and I can't wait. I'm super excited about it, because there's a whole bunch of things to see and experience, and then this Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be the TwitchCon. I have never been to TwitchCon, and I think this is the first time that it's actually in Europe. It's supposed to be always in USA, and it just was like, wow, amazing. It's in Europe, and I actually can afford to go and attend it right now and see how the whole thing looks like, because I've never been to any of these cons like Gamescom, TwitchCon, or whatever. And the response from Wargaming and the community is pretty much awesome. There's going to be like at least 15 of around, I think, 10 to 15 of us community contributors. And it's absolutely going to be fantastic, because I'm looking forward to meeting some of these dudes that I've basically talked to every day over the CC Discord, but I never got to actually meet them. Some of them have face cams, some of them do not, but so I'm looking forward to actually talking with them in person, meeting them. you know, who knows? Maybe I meet some of you dudes. And that's gonna be awesome. So if you do spot me, don't be shy. You can come and say hi, of course. Wargaming is going to organize something on the TwitchCon. I'm not exactly sure what. And even if I was, I'm not sure if I can share, but Wargaming is going to be present. And there's going to be something. So looking forward to that as well. And it's going to be for, you know, you dudes. If you want to join, take a look and stuff like that. You're going to be able to meet and greet probably us. There's going to be Mr. Conway and Chrysanthos from Wargaming as well. I think Femininely is coming. And then there's going to be... I forgot how they called it, but it was advertised all over World of Warship's site. Like the bar thing, where for a couple of hours. And I think Saturday? And I suck with dates and days. I think on Saturday there's going to be, you know, PCs, Wargaming, and whoever actually registered to come for that and got himself a ticket, a pass, where we're going to go in, I don't know, some sort of a bar and drink and have fun and talk and meet and greet and all that jazz. Very much looking forward to that as well. I have already met with Chrysanthos and Conway in Prague when I was a couple of months ago when we were doing the Shipstorm tournament. And it was absolutely amazing dudes. Can't wait to see them again and have some laughs. And yeah, of course, like I said, meet some of you dudes as well. Very much looking forward to it. What else? Oh yeah, like from what I've heard, there's been, well, in the past couple of weeks, days, whatever, like pretty warm weather up there, just like it is here. And I was hoping that it's going to be continue to be warm weather. But apparently, if Flambas has to visit Germany, oh shit, it's gonna break loose. Temperatures are dropping, could drop below 0. There could be some wind, there could be clouds and rain. Really? That's such a disappointment. Because I was really looking forward to take a couple of days, and although I know a couple of days is not going to be nearly enough to see the whole city, but you know, see as much as I can, and in a good and warm weather that we can actually experience it, and not like Prague. Prague was super freaking cold. We had like -7 at certain points, and there was some wind. We were just waiting how to, you know, remove ourselves from the equation, which was in the streets and outside. It's a beautiful city, and it was great, but God, I wish it wasn't that cold. Like next time I go to Prague, it's not gonna be that freaking cold. And now apparently the same thing is gonna be waiting for us in Berlin, so I'm kind of sad about that, because I won't probably be able to experience the city, and it's just gonna be rushed and everything. I don't know, we'll see. Like, people that do this weather prognosis, they can pretty much misfire a lot, so I'm hoping that they do it this time in our favor, and that weather is actually going to be a lot better than they say it's going to be, and that we can actually, you know, have some fun and see some things and stuff like that in the Berlin itself. My internet is back, as I'm sure I've been publishing for a few days now. I mean, it's kind of weird to talk about it because right now for me it's still Monday, and for you it's Wednesday. But I think today I published the first 60 FPS 1080p resolution video again. And as you may know, there's been some hiccups because I did not have internet for about a week. If you watched the previous episode, you know. And then a week after that, I was streaming using my mobile internet, and which was very pricey, and we blew over 150 gigs of it. But you know, I wanted to do it. At first it was extremely pricey because we did not exactly have a cheap solution on the first day, but I just wanted to do it regardless because, you know, everybody that's watching me over Twitch had nothing to watch for a week. And then the first chance that I got to finally stream, I jumped right into it. But I had to drop the resolution to 720 and 30 FPS. The 720p, I know a lot of you were not really happy and satisfied with that over YouTube, and I could see that. Like, average views were going down. But there were some pretty spectacular games, so hopefully that kind of compensated for it. But it was the only thing I could do. I'm sorry, it's just I did not have internet. The 7 days I didn't even had the PC assembled. We were just moving in and everything, and I'm not going to go through the whole story again, because if you're interested with the problems we had when we were moving in, you can just watch the previous episode. It's called like special edition or whatever, and it's episode 10. So I don't want to go through that whole thing again, but it was pretty rough. And then I got the internet like a few days ago, but you were still seeing 720p for a while, because I had a lot of material in that couple of days that I was streaming that was actually good games that I wanted to show you. And I kind of needed the material because I needed to have like almost 10 extra videos for when I actually go to Berlin. The Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then it's very questionable when we actually come back on Monday. Am I going to be able to stream that day? And Tuesday, like I'm hoping Tuesday. So I need for almost a full week worth of material. So I was just going through all that to buy myself some time to create as much material as I can. And right now I have enough material to last me till Friday. With this video that gets extended to Saturday, I wanted to surprise you with another compilation video, which would extend me to Sunday. But I really, really, really doubt I will have the time. Because when I'm done with this, it's going to be like 1, 2 a.m. And I'm just going to go to bed. And then tomorrow morning we're super busy, where we have to remove everything from a couple of rooms so we can start, you know, let the workers do their job. And, you know, start getting packed and prepared and everything. And then on Wednesday, we're probably not even here. So as much as I'd love to do it, compilation videos usually take a lot of time. And I really don't think I'm going to have the time for that. But I think I have enough material for it. We'll see. Who knows? But I do have a couple of, like, few more things that I could dig. They're going to be pretty hilarious games. Like, we had basically a drunken stream not too long ago. It was me and Monkey, and then we got accompanied by Trendloss, and there was some spectacular and hilariously funny moments. Like, we were legit crying out of laughter at certain points. Which brings me to another question. In one of the recent videos on the YouTube that I published, there was a problem where I said something and laughed at Monkey because he kind of potatoed who had him radared and who had him hydroed. Like, it wasn't even the point. Like, who gives a crap? It was really not the point, even who is it. But for some reason, he was talking about it and he was being boggled by this who is doing what. And it kind of made him really cute and confused and funny, and I just started laughing my ass off and thinking like, what is wrong with you? And then a lot of people were kind of a certain amount of people. I certainly can't say a lot, that it's 50 people out of 35,000, but certain amount of people were upset that it was like, oh, you were disrespectful, you owe him an apology, this is not fair, and you are wrong, you're so wrong, this is I made a response to that because it got me pretty upset. Most of the time, you know, you're not supposed to pay attention to these things, at least not too much, because you know you can't satisfy everyone, and not everyone will be happy. It's just impossible. So focus on majority and, you know, on the ones who appreciate what you do. But still, it kind of hurts when you see that your most upvoted comments are something that's in a negative light. And what people didn't understand, what pissed me off the most, is, you know, you're kind of pointing the fingers without even knowing the knowledge. You don't know the facts. And in that, I'm not going to go too much in depth, but basically, there was a Salem and a Baltimore next to each other. Monkey was in a ship of some sort, I don't know, I don't remember. He was behind the island, and then he thought he got hydroed by the Salem. Now, Salem, if I recall correctly, cannot have a hydro and a radar in the same time. And that's that would be the first Salem that I've ever seen that actually used a hydro and not a radar. Like, I'm not saying there's no situations like that where people use it, but very highly unlikely. And there was a Baltimore next to it. And Baltimore can have a hydro and a radar. Now, the thing about Baltimore is its radar is 10 kilometers. And its hydro is, I don't know, 4 or 5. Salem's radar is only 8.5 kilometers. And this is what people don't know. They just presume Salem is Des Moines. And he has 10 km as well, which is not true. All you had to do was take a look at when I'm going to be unspotted. And when I got to 8.5 kilometers away from Salem, I immediately got unspotted. And that's why I said to Monkey, no, dude, you're not radared by Balti. Well, I'm radared by Salem. Which is where the confusion got, because he was convinced that he was being hydroed by the Salem. And I was about 9 point something from the Balti and not radared. So Balti wasn't radaring, it was Salem. But that's not the point. The point is that people got so freaking upset about this. Like, I'm pretty sure you dudes are missing the point here. Me and Monkey are bantering each other quite a lot. Probably more than we should have, because this is clearly starting to have a negative impact on people watching. But we're just really bantering each other. Like, everybody's trolling me that he's constantly carrying me. And then we just banter each other. You will occasionally hear me say out of the blue that I'm just having to carry his potato ass all the time and stuff like that. And I will try to sound as serious as I can, but I can't. I usually just start laughing. Like, don't stir up the drama, dudes. I play with this guy almost every day. And I'm not playing with him because I don't like the guy. Like, if I don't want to play with him that day, I just don't play with him. I don't play with someone else. I don't play with anyone because I feel like playing alone. And I play quite a lot alone because I like to interact with my chat, and having someone to talk to and, you know, do the whole division things takes you away from your Twitch chat, which is what I really like to have strong. I like to communicate with people. So if I don't feel like divisioning with someone, I'm just not going to division with them. And it's still kind of my thing if I'm going to division with them or not. Like, I like Monkey, he likes me, we like to play together, we like to have fun together, and we like to make fun of each other. And that's not insulting or anything. Like, me and him haven't insulted each other at all yet. Even if we maybe fire sometimes shots that are a bit too rough, we can be like, yeah, you know, I still love you. It's like, you know, I'm just joking. Like, that's normal. Like, why everybody has to stir up the drama and be all snowflakes about this? It's normal. Even he popped up in the video later in the chat and be like, what's wrong with you dudes? What's going on right now? Because he watches my videos. Because he watches my videos, he likes them, and he is in a lot of them, so he likes to watch the reactions and everything as well. So we just put an end to that, dudes. Seriously, like, don't stir up drama. If we're firing shots at each other, it's friendly banter, trust me. If you don't believe me, I've already said it before, jump on mine or his stream and you'll see it. Like, we even had a challenge, like, we're gonna play 3 carrier games in a row each with 3 different tier 10 carriers, the Haku, the Midway, and Audacious. And who wins on kills, damage, and base experience, best of 3, You know, the winner. Actually, it's not the point about the winner. The point is about the loser. Who loses in at least 2 out of those 3 categories, in at least 2 out of those 3 games, will have to put a banner on his stream saying that the other guy who won is the best. I won, and Monkey put up a banner all across the stream, Flamas is the best. And he was like, how long do I have to put this? I'm like, dude, you can remove it whenever you like. I don't care. This was just a challenge. And I like a challenge, and it's funny for me. And you don't even have to keep it on the middle of your screen. That was completely his call. No, I want people to see this. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And he kept it for the entire stream. So, you know, heads down for that. But it was just a funny challenge. So, you know, I'm already talking way too much about this. Let's just put it to the end. So, you know, we're like, well, we're friends as much as you can be friend without meeting someone in first person. Now to get back to a bit more dramatic or important subject is, why do we even have to move everything out of these rooms, and why do I have to dismantle the closet, the bed, and all these things? Because, like I said, if you watch the previous episodes, you know that we had bug problems. There's been just, I think they're called silverfish or whatever, and they were freaking everywhere. And we were thinking that they were coming out of parquet because it's an old and busted parquet, and there was some leaks and stuff and yada yada. But the house lord just, he wouldn't have it. Like, the dude was no way that they're there, no way that they're there, blah blah. And we just, oh my god. We almost went to war with this guy just to convince him to remove this fucking thing. And when we finally got it, when this thing was finally, he agreed that, yeah, okay. Then the day later, which was I think today, he called me and was like, you know, I really don't want to do this. I will get here later with a guy that I talked to, and he's gonna take care of everything, but the parquet stays. And the deal was basically, we will remove the parquet, clear everything, clean it up, and then the dude will come and he will put the lemonade. I am really not sure why he's so stuck on this parquet, because it's a really damaged and old one. But we just wanted, you know, somewhere clean to live. He wanted to do lemonade over the damn thing. Like, that's even stupider. And then eventually it was like, okay, the dude's gonna come, he's gonna brush it, he's gonna do some nitro thing, which is gonna kill everything, thank God. And then he's gonna polish it. And they're gonna, you know, properly seal everything. So, and the deal is that they do this while we're in Berlin. Because I already lost 7 days of not streaming, and then about 7 days of streaming through the mobile internet. Which was terrible. I mean, I'm super happy that we managed to do it, you know, like that, better than nothing. But I couldn't wait to get my proper internet back. In case you're wondering, my old internet provider showed up, and they did everything, and now I have exactly the same internet as I had before. So yay for that. Of course, I'm really hoping that this whole situation gets resolved and settled. You know, while we're gone, which is why tomorrow, for me tomorrow is Tuesday, we have to pretty much move as much of everything as we can, and I'm gonna only leave the PC so I can do a few more videos and another stream, and then when I'm done, just do everything I have to do online, prepare it and dismantle everything, remove it so they can arrive on Wednesday morning and start with the works. The guy said he's gonna need 2 days for everything. We also want to do the room because we've seen some bugs there as well, and we're really sick of this. Just want to get it done. The bedroom is going to be the problem because we have to move the closet and the bed. We have to dismantle it, and we weren't the ones putting them together in the first place. We don't have instruction manual or anything. I don't know which tools they used. It's going to be a pain in the butt, but we have to find a way so the guy can actually come here and they can, you know, do whatever they have to do in 2 days. And then it's gonna take a couple of days for everything to basically ventilate. And hopefully by the time we're back on Monday, you know, you're gonna be able to get in this apartment and live. Of course, I kind of doubt that we'll be able to stay here on Monday, because you will have to basically put everything back together, assemble it, yada yada yada. So I'm not sure when the next stream is going to be. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not sure. But when it comes to you dudes who are just watching me over the YouTube, I think we got you covered. I think I'm gonna have enough material for pretty much everything, so you should be okay. But I just wanted to let you know what's up and hold this thing and where I'm going and all that jazz. Before this video ends, I wanted to, of course, mention that you remember a couple of months ago when the 080 was, when it came out, we did a carrier survey, DB survey, where I basically asked you, do you want the old carriers with rework? Do you want, with rebalance? Do you want the old carriers with minority changes? Do you want the new carriers with minor changes or big changes? Or do you want the carriers completely removed from the game? And the results were, majority wanted the old carriers. And the next bigger group wanted the new carriers. And then a significant portion of people wanted the carriers completely removed from the game. At this point right now, for me, which is Monday, we still don't have the survey completely assembled. So I can't exactly tell you what the questions are going to be in there. But for you, which is Wednesday, there should be a link in the description with a completed survey. Now, if this is not the case for some reason and it got completely cancelled or anything, just delay what I said, forget about it and move on with the video. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to get it done. The topic is, it's been a few months since 080 now, and a lot of people are dissatisfied with certain things, and a lot of people are satisfied with certain things. And once again, I want to hear your opinion. And I don't want any wargaming spreadsheets or anything like that. I want to hear it directly from you. Are you happy? Because they have worked and put so much work into this. After all these months, I've waited, I think, long enough. Are you happy with new carriers? Do you want these new carriers to stay in the game and proceed as they were? Or do you want these carriers to be put aside and bring us back the old ones? Or do you want the carriers completely gone from the game? Like, Wargaming will never provide you with that option because that's not their intent. But I'm giving you that option because I want to know. And I want you to know what you want. So there's going to be simple options. Do you want new carriers to stay? Whether they are going to be, you know, minor or bigger changes. Because I'm pretty sure they're still not completely done. But I'm also pretty sure they're getting kind of close to being done with this whole rework. And what we're seeing right now is pretty close to the end product. Or do you want them to completely scrap this and put back the old carriers? And, you know, maybe minor or bigger changes? Or are you just sick and tired of carriers completely and you want them out of the game? Also, I'm pretty sure there's going to be question about, do you want carrier to be in every game you play? Do you want, and when there are carriers, whether you want them all the time or not all the time, when there are carriers, would you be okay if there's only one carrier per team? 2 carriers per team? Or 3 carriers per team? Like, what would you prefer? Are you happy when you see that there's a carrier in your game? And how many carriers can you handle? Are you happy when you see 2? Are you happy when you see 3? Are you happy when you see 1? Or are you happy when you see none? That's going to be the focus of this survey. And I think with this survey, we can kind of put a conclusion to it and draw the line between the previous ones and this one. And I want to thank you all in advance for participating in this. As many of you as possible, that would be awesome, because as many of you actually take interest in this, the bigger the impact on the wargaming we can have. If there is even any impact to have on the wargaming. Also, after a billion years, as you can see, I have finally decided to play a Yamato game or two. And look at that, 1111 HP left, no heals, nothing. Because on 7th of April 1945, Yamato was sunk. And it was a glorious day for Allies because they got rid of it, and it was a sad day for people and sailors of Yama because it just, you know, went down. And it was the most fearsome and biggest, craziest, most powerful battleship ever designed. On top of that, I hope to see you in Berlin. I hope you have some fun. Good luck in whatever you're doing. Check out the merch if you're interested in it. It looks fabulous. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck, have fun, and I will see you soon. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm really excited about this. I think it's gonna be good. But thank you for watching another episode of Funs with Hans. And I'll see you soon.